Hello all you good people out there. Wow, what days we live in. I went down to my little pond yesterday. It's about 6 feet deep when it's full, and it's just down to my knees. What's that, about 18 inches depth of water left in it. We haven't had any rain for 6 weeks straight, and this is normally a place where you get constant rain. And every time there is the threat of rain coming up, we get that bombardment of the particulates in the sky that turn everything back into dry clouds, just dry clouds and a wind that blows everything away and dries everything out. There's a few of us that see what's going on, but what mystifies me really is that there are so many farmers who depend on the rain, who care about their livelihood and their stock. Why aren't they up in arms? Why are they not crying out foul play? The weather's been manipulated, the rain clouds have been stolen. Why aren't the environmentalists all up in arms? I mean, what use is a Greens party that all it wants to do is to bring in laws in unison with a global government, want to bring in socialism, but they won't stand up and say, there's something wrong, there's no bees anywhere, there's something wrong, the birds are dying, falling out of the skies, there's something wrong, the kookaburras have disappeared. We can't even muster a locust plague anymore, because the atmosphere has become so contaminated that the insect life is disappearing. You know, it gets that way that I just want to say, I've taken my eyes off this world. I feel like this world is become corrupted so much that if I look at it all the time, it finishes up destroying my soul. But I'm very thankful that I've come to understand that there was one who gave his life freely and who brought in a new regime, and he basically said, look, you're never going to be good enough. And you're never going to be so bad that you can't be reached. So your goodness and your badness is not going to count anymore. What's going to count is that I'll shed my blood to redeem your life. And if you just accept that I shed my blood to redeem your life, you will be redeemed. And I will give you a new spirit and a new heart, and change your attitude and open your eyes and give you wisdom and give you insight and give you gifts to understand. When you pick up your Bible, you'll actually understand what it says. And all this, people have said, not for me. No, I'm in love with this world. I'm in love with my money. I'm in love with my position. I'd rather, if I work for the government, I'll accept a gag order, so I'm not allowed to say anything. I can't expose the evils that are going on. If I work for the media, I can only propagate the globalist point of view, the leftist point of view. And anyone who starts up as a rebel to that is demonised and persecuted. I was shocked to see this lady in Victoria who was going for a walk and wearing a mask. And she copped a massive fine because she was carrying a sign while she was going for a walk and carrying a mask, wearing a mask and doing everything that was required of her. But the sign just said, toot to boot. Well, what does that mean? Toot to boot. I guess people in Victoria know who needs a boot. But apparently she had written on her mask, so anyone who saw her it said Ban Dan. What does that mean? I guess you need to live in Victoria to know. Anyway, that's enough for me today. I hope that you find that peace that passes understanding in your life, because you're sure not going to find it in this world.